then let me ask you a question. What would you do if you got lost in jungle?
Yes.
What would you do if you got lost? Let me share my screen. So wait a moment. We're going to talk about something interesting. So let me write. What would you do if you got lost in jungle? So what?
If I got lost in jungle, first I will find some food and drink.
Great. So food and drink. But what can we eat in jungle? What do you think?
I think we can eat fruit.
Oh, of course, maybe berries, yeah? Maybe
Yeah.
berries, yeah, so we can, and what else? The second thing that we need.
The second is a coconut.
Ah, of course, maybe. Okay, and where to stay, especially at night?
In a cave.
Yeah, maybe we need to make a shelter. Yeah, maybe we need to make a shelter, something that covers us. For example, you know, I need to make a shelter, something that covers me. Okay, I don't know, using leaves or something like this. So shelter, something that covers me. Like, I don't know, some leaves so that I maybe won't get wet if it's rainy, or I can sleep during night, yeah, during the night. Well, so today we're gonna talk about the ways that we can survive in wilderness, maybe in jungle, in forest. Survive means to continue to live, so we can continue living. Yeah, we can exist. Okay, let's see. Are you ready to watch a video together?
Yes.
Of course. Well, let me find, I think this one is good. So let's see what I have here. If it's not something good, I can find something else. Well, let's see.
Hi Lonely Planet Explorers, Hugh James here, currently just finishing off a 5-week expedition in the Peruvian Amazon, deep in the jungle at the moment,
Okay.
and we're just
check
packing everything up to
subtitles.
go. But what I want to do is give you an idea of the types of stuff that we bring into the Amazon jungle, into the rainforest, to help us survive here for such a long time. And a great book for the oceans and
No,
the
it's
rivers.
not good. So let me find something else. I have something else that is better, I think. Oh, let me find it. Oh, I think this one is good.
You thought you were doing an easy day hike to clear your head, but suddenly you realize you're lost. One tree looks just like another. Your compass is broken and your cell signal is weak. Being lost in the woods can be dangerous. Are there bears? Do you have enough food with you? How long will you be stranded? And how will you get out of here? It's time to gather your thoughts and stay calm. Here's how to survive being stranded in a forest, according to science. First, find fresh water.
So first, what?
Find fresh water.
Great, and let's see how.
Fresh water. Luckily, there are a number of ways to do this. For example, if you see any of the following things, water is likely to be nearby. Look for animals,
And
animal tracks, green foliage, mosquitoes, and flies.
oh,
In the forest, you're most likely to find a creek, a stream, or a pond. If there are mountains, there may be water at the foot of the cliffs. Another way to stay hydrated is to save rainwater.
look.
If you have anything that will hold water, leave it out to collect rain or dew. If you don't have any containers, use a tarp or a poncho if you have them. Hang them by tying the corners to trees, 3 to 4 feet off the ground.
Look, this is something like a shelter, something that we can make to, of course, cover us. And sometimes we need to collect rainwater because we don't have water.
Make a kind of bowl to collect the water. Don't let the water sit too long or it will get contaminated with bacteria. If you haven't found a water source and it hasn't rained, try collecting morning dew. You can find dew before sunrise. Almost any absorbent material will do, from a shirt to a sock. Find some grass and move the clothing around on top of it to soak up the dew. Next, wring the water out into a container. Never collect dew from poisonous plants or mushrooms. To stay safe, only soak up water from the grass. Now, once you have the water, you've got to purify it. If you don't, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to bacteria that can make you sick or even kill you. Make sure to boil the water for 10 minutes. If you can't start a fire, then use a clear plastic bottle. Fill it with water, close the lid, and put it in direct sunlight for 6 hours. Second,
So, okay, for the first part, okay, so of course we need water, but how to purify, how to clean water?
I don't know.
We need to boil it. We need to boil it, okay, for about maybe 10 minutes. And if we don't have fire, because, you know, there is no fire, so how to boil it? We can put it in the sun for a few hours because, you know, the water is not clean in forest, so that if we drink it, maybe we get ill due to bacteria. Okay, the second one, shelter. As I told you, we need to build a shelter.
build a shelter. Find 2 trees that are about 3 meters apart. You'll need a support beam, so find a branch that's about 3 meters long and 7.5 to 15 centimeters in diameter. Look for a couple of trees that have Y-shaped splits in their trunk and put one end of the beam in each of the splits. Voila, you have a shelter.
Oh, so the second one, we need to make shelter using, as you can see, branches or leaves. How? Branches and leaves. You know, look, this is a branch, you know, a branch of tree so that we can put them, collect them, and of course we can make a shelter to stay in.
Third, find food.
Oh, food.
You can flip over logs to find easy to catch and protein-laden insects. You can safely eat worms, ants, and grasshoppers.
Oh, we can eat grasshoppers? No, we can't. Or worms. Oh, disgusting.
But avoid spiders, ticks, and flies.
Spiders, no.
Eat berries, but don't touch white berries as the
Eat berries, but not white berries. White berries are poisonous, dangerous.
those are usually poisonous to humans. If you know what you're doing, pick and eat mushrooms like chanterelles, oyster mushrooms, or morels. If you don't know what safe mushrooms look like, don't eat any, as many varieties are poisonous. Fourth, make a fire.
Fire. How to make
Collect
fire.
everything you're going to burn first, then light the fire. Dry leaves or tree bark are easy to burn, so light them first. Build a little teepee with the tinder and kindling, and if you have a working lighter or matches, use them to start the fire. If not, make a fire plow to ignite the fire by scraping a small groove into the middle of a flat piece of wood. Create friction by quickly plowing up and down the groove with a small twig and light the leaves or tree bark. Fifth, get rescued.
Then
Stay where you are, as rescuers will find you much more easily than if you hike around. If you have a mirror or some aluminum foil, you can use it to reflect light to planes or
reflect
other
lights
people to help them
so I
find
can
you.
see you.
Don't panic and conserve your energy. With your fire, you can make smoke signals. Green leaves and pine needles create a lot of smoke, so use those. Using a branch with leaves on it, cover the fire for 3 to 4 seconds to trap the smoke, then remove it. Keep doing that so that it creates smoke clouds.
So,
Once you're rescued, be sure to put the fire out. Don't start a forest fire. When you do get rescued, you may be hungry and tired, but you will be alive. You will need to rest and maybe stay in a hospital for treatment. Being stranded in the woods is no picnic, but if you remember the info in this video, you too can survive in the forest.
okay, well, now it's your turn and you tell me. So, if we get lost in jungle, what will you do? First,
First, find fresh water.
great. Second,
Second,
as you said,
the shelter.
make a shelter and
And uh, and survive.
yeah, of course, but before it, make fire and make, what is this? Make fire and make some smoke so that people can see you. And then you can survive. But it's really difficult, agree? But don't panic. Don't get stressed. Don't become nervous. Panic. Don't panic. Stress, nervous. Okay? If you're scared, you need to control. Okay. Well, and as you can guess, Anne, we're going to talk about something interesting. Okay, well, let's see. We're going to go somewhere, for example, we're going to go on a picnic. Go on a picnic or an outing. An outing. Okay, outing means a short trip, maybe half a day. Okay, what we need. So let's see. Okay, Anne, what do we need if you go on camping, for example? Let's see. Let's see what we need.
We need pens and not pens.
Very good. And
Phone charger and battery bank.
battery. Battery. We don't say T. The battery bank.
Battery bank.
Very good. And
Flashlight.
flashlight. This one.
Radio.
Yeah. And this one.
First aid kit.
Yeah. Kit. First aid kit. Do you know what first aid kit is?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And this one?
Personal toilet trays.
Okay, personal toiletries. Personal toiletries.
Personal toiletries.
Very good. And what is toiletry? Toiletry consists of soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, okay? Something that we use to clean ourselves. So, can be cleaning product. So, toiletries, you know, something that we use to clean and wash ourselves. So let me change the color. Okay, so toiletries and
Seasonal clothing.
seasonal clothing. And what it means, for example, if it's winter, yeah, we need hat, jacket, okay? If it's, for example, summer, some maybe t-shirt or something like this, shorts and t-shirt. So seasonal clothing depending on the season, what season is. And
Food and water.
and
Batteries.
batteries,
Batteries. Whiskey.
whistle, whistle. This one.
Whistle.
Yeah, you can use whistle to call people, make sound, okay? And
Emergency plan.
yeah, plan, of course, emergency plan. Okay, so we need some things in our backpack when we go on camping. Agree?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Well, and now let's keep going with our book. How can we survive? Survive means
Continue.
continue to live. Continue to live, of course, so we can remain alive. Now continue living, okay? Well, let's think about, so let's keep going here. Will you survive? We need to read the article, okay, about survivalists and answer the question. What are survivalists worried about? Do you agree with the survivalist? Why or why not? Survivalist, people who survive. So let's read. And may I ask you to read this part, please?
Will you survive? These days there are many websites and online stores for survivalists.
Survivalist. Say again, survivalist.
Survivalists.
Very good.
Survivalists believe that a disaster will definitely happen in the future, and they believe that we need to prepare. Here, some survivalists explain how they have prepared.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I interrupted you. Let's talk about a few words here. So, these days, there are many websites and online stores for survivalists. Okay, what it means. First of all, let's review the meaning of this word. A person who believes, okay, in her or his personal survival. Okay, so survivalist. For example, if you are survivalist, you take measures, you store food, or maybe you have a weapon. So you are ready to live in wild, in wilderness, in jungle, okay? So you are sure that you can live because you're ready This is the meaning of survivalist, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so they believe that a disaster, what is the meaning of disaster? A sudden event, you know, something like very bad event. So disaster means, let me write it here. Disaster means very bad, bad event, very bad event. Okay, will definitely happen in the future, and they believe we need to prepare. How to prepare? Prepare means and get ready. So if something dangerous happens, we are ready for it. We have food, we save maybe drink, water, okay? Well, let's see. Okay, read dear.
You never know what could happen in the future, so it's best to be prepared. Then, if a disaster comes, you'll be ready and you'll survive. We always keep a lot of useful survival stuff in backpacks. We might need to live in a hungry. If we leave quickly, we won't have time to prepare. So we've hidden money in envelopes and our backpacks are ready. They'll be useful if we need to survive out in the wild. We'll be safer in the countryside if there's a disaster. It could be dangerous in the city.
Okay, wow. I'm sorry. So paragraph? Okay, big paragraph. So let's talk about this one. Well, of course, Anne, we don't know what will happen in the future. Maybe something happens, so we should be prepared. Prepared means we should be ready. How? We always keep a lot of useful survival stuff. Survival stuff like something that we just discussed. For example, water. For example, first aid kit. For example, money. For example, torch, different things, okay? So we need survival stuff in backpack. And we may need to live in hurry very fast. For example, it's an earthquake. We need to go fast. We need to leave fast. So we need to be ready. So we have hidden. Hidden is a past participle of hide. Hide, hidden. Okay, so hide, hid, and hidden. I hid something yesterday and I have hidden recently, for example, okay? Hidden. So we can put money in envelopes and or our backpacks, okay, so that we are ready. Maybe we could survive. So we need money, okay?
Yes.
We'll be safer in the countryside. If there's disaster, for example, it's something like earthquake, let's leave the cities. Okay, let's go out. Dangerous, it's dangerous in the city. Okay, now this one.
We've learned how to hunt animals and how to find food and water in the forest. We might need to survive in the wild. We've hidden some food and water in the forest near here, but we might not have enough food if we're there for a long time.
Of course, so just this is hidden, not hidden, hidden. Say
Hidden.
hidden, very good, of course. So we need to learn, okay, how an animal hunt. Hunt means find another animal and kill it to eat. Yeah, so we can find animals or maybe birds and eat them. So because we need to find food and water in forest. Forest means jungle. Forest means jungle. Very good. Okay, well, now let's answer these questions, Anne. Survivalists believe that a disaster will definitely happen. So we may need to leave in a hurry. C, we won't have time to prepare. It could be dangerous in the city. We might not have enough food. Okay, so in which examples does the speaker predict something that could possibly happen? Maybe, possibly means maybe happen. But it's not certain, we're not sure about it. We're not sure about it. So, which example?
Maybe.
Yeah, of course, maybe means possibly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we need to find a word that means maybe, possibly. It's not definitely, it's not sure. So which one? The first one definitely means certainly, means sure, for sure. So no, yeah?
Yes.
So this one, no. We may need to leave in a hurry. We won't have time to prepare. It could be dangerous in the city. We might not have enough food. So which one?
B.
Very good. And is there any other option? B is right.
D.
D, of course, and
E.
of course. In which examples is the speaker certain, sure about prediction, about future?
A.
Of course, definitely means certainly. Say definitely. Say
Definitely.
very good. Okay, and means certainly. We use them when we are sure about something. Okay, I'm definitely, for example, sure about it. I definitely agree with you, for sure. Okay, maybe I live, maybe. Okay, I may leave tomorrow. It's something like, I'm not sure about it. Possible, possibly, maybe. Okay, well, and now look at the poster. Okay, posters for 3 disaster movies. Explain what you think happens in each movie. Let's explain. Look. Okay, this one. What is this? Do you know?
Wave.
What? Wave? But it's something, actually, its name is something different.
Dangerous wave.
Oh, let me say something. We have some disasters, like, for example, earthquake. Like, for example, typhoon, okay? One of them is tsunami, and this one is tsunami. But what it means, do you know the meaning of tsunami? Let me write. Tsunami, what is this? Tsunami is actually a harbor wave, a huge wave, series of waves in a water body. Actually, they caused by the displacements of a large volume of water, large amount of water, and generally in the ocean, okay, or maybe very large lake. So this one is called tsunami wave. A huge wave comes to the beach, to the coast, and it can destroy everything. So what is this? It's
Apocalypse.
no, this one. Just read this. This is the name of movie, but this one, this is
The tsunami.
tsunami. T is not pronounced here. Just tsunami. Say.
Tsunami.
Very good. And this one, alien invasion. Invasion means attack. Invasion means attack. Okay. Well, so do you know what it means, alien? Do you know?
No.
Okay, let me say. So invasion. Invasion means attack. And how is it? Alien creatures that live in space, other planets, aliens, creatures that live in other planets, maybe in Mars, maybe other on Mars or other planets. So they are aliens. Maybe they attack the Earth. Yeah, so it can be dangerous. And this one, the survivors, people who remained alive. The survivors, people who remained alive. Okay, so tell me, Anne, which one is more dangerous? Tsunami, alien attack, or just, the survivor? We don't know the topic of the movie, so these two, A or B, which one is more dangerous?
A.
A, of course, is dangerous. Okay, would you read this word, please? Invasion. Would you read it, please?
Invasion.
Very good. It means attack. Okay. And do you know the meaning of attack?
Yes.
You know? Yes, of course. Okay. And do you know any other disaster? Natural disaster, something really dangerous, like tsunami or
Mm,
do you know?
Flood.
Flood. What? Flood, you mean? Yeah, flood.
Flood.
Yeah, of course, it's flood, of course. Yeah, it's really dangerous. And let me show you something else, Anne. Do you know this? Oh, let me check. Where is the photo? Here. Do you know what is this?
Yes.
Okay, this is a
Mm, I don't know.
tornado. Tornado. It's really it's really dangerous. Tornado. Say.
Tornado.
Very good. So we have a tsunami, tornado, earthquake, and flood. Yeah, they're really dangerous. Okay. Which one is more scary, Anne?
Tornado.
Tornado. Oh, of course, it's really. Have you ever seen a tornado?
No.
No? Okay, that's great. Just, maybe on TV. Yeah?
Yes.
Of course, I know. Well, now let's read some tips. Okay? Read survival tips below. Which do you think are good ideas? Why write your and why? Then write your answers using will, might, could, and first condition. Just, you don't need to think about will, might. I will talk about them. Just now, Let's read. Okay, would you read it, please?
Lost in the wilderness. 1. Make a fire at night and during the day. 2. Wear boots and clothes with long sleeves even when it's very hot. 3. Look for water before you look for food. 4. Don't eat mushrooms. 5. Learn where the North Star is. 6. Always walk in one direction. 7. If you are lost and you find a river, follow it. 8. Don't wash wood once in a river. 9. If you come across a snake, make a lot of noise.
Oh, if you come across a snake, make a lot of noise. Do you know why? I don't know. Do you know why? If you make noise, maybe the snake is scared. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I think so. Okay, so just lost in the wilderness. This word is wilderness, okay? And what it means, wilderness, okay? It's an area, okay? Maybe a wild area like forest, okay? Of course, normally human don't live in wilderness. So there are some tips here. Okay, which one can be good idea? And which one?
Number 7.
Number 7. And why do you think it's good idea?
Because I think the river can make we find 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 a way to go home.
Yeah, of course. I do agree with you. So I do agree with you. Find a river. Yeah, follow it. Maybe. And wear boots. And why do we need to wear boots and clothes with long sleeves like this? Long sleeves. Why?
Because it can maybe the snake can can make hurt to the arm or the legs.
Yeah, so it's something like, yeah, they can't bite. You know, they can't bite us. You know, of course, they are poisonous. There are lots of poisonous animals, insects in forest. So when, for example, like insects, they don't bite. Yeah, they don't bite us. Agree?
Yes.
So bite. Okay, they inject poison into our skin, okay, so that we get ill. Well, and now let's see. Well, look at this situation. An earthquake, tornado, a shark attack, a snake bite. Okay, so for example, and it's an earthquake. What tip do you give me to rescue?
Uh,
What should I do? For example, do I stay? Should I stay inside the home or I need to live?
um, I don't know.
You don't know? Of course. I think it's better to stay because, maybe elevator is dangerous, stairs are dangerous. Okay, if it's tornado, what can we do? Do you know? For example, let's have a look at these tips and tell me which one is better one.
Snake.
Okay, so if it's tornado, we can stay inside. A shark attack. Oh, it's really dangerous. So what can we do? Don't swim. Don't swim in the ocean. Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course. And snake bite, we can't do anything. Wow. It's really. So we have why we shouldn't eat mushrooms in forest. Why?
Because maybe the mushrooms in forest can be dangerous.
So maybe they are, of course you're right, they may be poisonous. Poisonous. They have poison. So if we eat, we get sick, okay? So it's really dangerous, as you said. So they are, say?
They are poisonous.
Poisonous, of course. So actually it's something like they produce a toxic, substance that cause injury or death. Some people may die, okay? Well, and now let's talk about may, might. Okay, let's have a look. May, might, could. Okay, so look, we have, if we leave quickly, we won't have time to prepare. Do you know the structure, Anne? Do you know it?
No.
This is first conditional. First conditional. So let's talk about it. That's really good structure because you need it to talk. Okay. So, Anne, first conditional. What is this? If it consists of two parts, okay? If, that is called if clause, and will clause. What it means, for example, if clause, if I have time, I will call you. It means something, a condition, okay, due to a condition in present time, something will happen in the future. So the first clause, the first one is if, present simple, if I study, I will pass my exam. And the second one is future. So we have two tenses, present simple and future will. So, for example, if I study hard, I will get a high score. I will get a high score. Or, dear, are you feeling sleepy? If I don't study, I will not pass my exam. I won't. So you can make affirmative or negative. Okay? If I don't study, I won't pass my exam. Okay, and would you make two sentences using first conditional, so positive, affirmative, and negative?
If I don't get a bathroom, I will be dirty.
Oh, of course. So if I don't take a shower, if I don't go, for example, to bath, of course, I will be dirty. Yeah, of course. And
If
negative?
if I
For example, if you don't get up early,
if I don't get up early, I won't get the bus to go to school.
excellent, very good. Okay, very good. Just, Anne, you said I go to bathroom. Of course, it's okay, but we use the verb take for bath and shower. So we take a shower or we take a bath. So of course you mean when I go to bathroom, of course I want to take a bath. But you can say if I don't take a bath, I will be dirty, okay?
Yes.
Very good, excellent. So about first conditional, and it's something will happen. So it's possible, you know, it's something like certain, we're sure. For example, I say, if I don't study, I won't pass my exam. I'm sure about it. Of course it will happen. For example, if it rains, I will stay home. I'm sure about it. But when I say might or may, it's possible. I'm not sure about it. Okay, just it might. Okay, so I'm not sure. Now, let's have a look at these three examples. Which result in this example is possible, which are certain, sure, definite. The first one, would you read it, please?
If we leave quickly, we won't have time to prepare.
Okay, sure or possible?
Sure.
Of course, so it's certain, okay? B.
Will be safer in the countryside if there's a disaster in the city. Sure.
Very good, so we say certain, say.
Certain.
Very good, and C.
We might not have enough food if we are there for a long time. Positive.
Possible. You mean possible.
Possible.
Okay, and now you do an example for possible thing. For example,
we will I won't get the money if I don't go outside to find a job.
oh, good, of course, but you know, it's certain, of course. And for example, we might not have any fruit to eat if you don't go shopping for grocery. Yeah, so might, it's maybe, you know, we have maybe few, but we might not. Okay, well, and now let me ask you another question. For example, you are in forest, you may see an animal. What animal you are scared of coming across? You say, wow, it's really scary. I don't want to see it in forest.
The mosquitoes.
Oh, but mosquito, yeah, mosquito is insect. It's insect. Oh, let me change the color. Animal.
I think a snake.
Oh, snake, of course. Snake. How about crocodile? Of course, crocodile is not in forest. I think it's maybe water. Yeah, of course, maybe water. So, okay. Well, so today we learned about wildlife, wilderness, wildlife. And and when we get lost in forest and we make fire, do you think people can find us? Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. So you can say people might might see it and come and see us. So people might see the fire, the smoke. So people might, maybe is correct, is right, but of course you can use might as well. Okay, later I will discuss the difference between might and may. Okay, my dear Anne, tell me, what are you going to do after class?
After class, I will go down and eat some fruit.
Oh, good for you. So your favorite fruit?
Yes.
And what is that? Tell me.
But I don't know how to call.
So it's something that you don't know how to say in English, or maybe later you can search and tell me what is your favorite fruit in English, okay?
Yes.
Maybe you can send me a photo of it later, okay? If you can find, you can send me a photo, a picture of it so that I can understand.
Yes.
Okay, my dear. Okay, my dear Anne, do you have any questions, any issues related to this part?
No.
Okay, my dear, thank you. So again, time is over and we need to go. And thank you so much for being with me today. and have a great week. See you next session, my dear.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, my dear. Goodbye.